Hello everyone, welcome to day 20 of the 30-day challenge. Today we are recreating this thumbnail from Wayne Motion, how to create the Apple Liquid class effect in After Effects 2025. So let's get started. I'll create a frame. Let's rename it to day 20. And I'll start by creating this background. So let's add a fill and let me adjust it something like this or like this. The light's coming from here. I'll add one more here. And I want this darker side over here and this lighter side over here. And I'll make it a bit lighter. Hey, I think it's almost ready. I'll just move this white part over here and add one more. And let me make it closer to white. And I'll make this white also a little closer to this color. And I'll make this one a little bit darker. Now I think the background is ready. Let's make this loading. I'll make a rectangle. The height should be of mainly 50 pixels. 50. Or maybe let's make it bigger so that it's observable. 180. And let's make it 1920. And I'll make it a little bit darker. Or let's just select this. Okay. Now I'll copy the same rectangle again and make it something like this, almost half. And change the radius. I'll increase its width from here. And I'll just make it blue. This blue, and I'll take a linear gradient. But this dark part, I'll make it way lighter. And for this part, I'll make it a bit lighter, like this. Okay, this looks good. Now for this glass effect, I'll have to add a frame. Let me add a frame quickly of this size. And I can increase the corner radius. First of all, I'll have to add the fill and the corner radius. Okay, as you can see, this is ready. Now let's add effects of glass. Okay, as you can see, I added glass and it's popping out from here. I can make it look like this, add more depth, and it's increasing. I'll make the depth as 100 and decrease the frost as well as the dispersion to 0. If I increase the frost, it will add blur, so we don't need the blur. And we can decrease the depth a bit too. Let's increase the refraction and let's change the lighting. So the light should come from this side. Okay, and now we have something like this. Now what I'll do is this white layer, right? There's some whitish layer over here. I'll make one more rectangle of the size of this frame. And as well as the height. So now this rectangle is made. Let me make it to the center and I'm gonna do something like this. Let me take it to the back, not the ultimate back. Okay. And as you can see, this rectangle should be below this frame. Okay. And let me color this rectangle to full white. Okay, now it's full white. Now let's decrease the opacity to somewhere near 10. And let's add a layer blur. We'll increase the blur. And now let's increase the opacity. Let's increase the blur too. Now as you can see, there's a whitish layer over here, which is a rectangle. Okay, if I increase it, then it's too white. So you can adjust this layer blur somewhere near 50. Okay, 50 looks good. And now let's select this frame and add one more effect, which is drop shadow. Let's increase the blur, and this looks good. Okay, so I want this group. I just grouped these two, this group above this rectangle. Okay, so this looks clear, but now as you can see, there's this effect. This glossy effect is appearing here too. So for that, what we can do is we can add a new shadow, an inner shadow, which is something like this, something like this. And let's increase the blur. This is it. Okay. Now this part is highlighted, but this line looks like it's seamless. So we have designed the class. Now for the logo parts, I have already downloaded two logos. This is Create a Source logo and this is Apple's logo. You can find the links in the description. Let's move them inside a frame and let's reduce the size to somewhere near to this rectangle, and let's just group them and we are good to go. I'll increase the sizes a bit more. Now comes the text part. Let's add text. Design thumbnail like Apple. And what I'm going to do is I'll just make these guys regular, maybe light. Regular will look good. And I'll let Apple remain bold. Now I'll add an effect, which is drop shadow. The shadow's color should be white and it should be whiter. Here you go. Let's increase the blur. Now there's a glowing effect with this text. And let's increase the font size to 96. Make this a bit here. Now as you can see, there are some lines which are going like this. What we can do is we can create a line using the line tool from somewhere near here. Somewhere near here to here. Let's copy this line or let's just delete it. And first make a line. We can start the line from here. Make it 400. Let's add the stroke color as a gradient and let's make both of them white. Let's just decrease its opacity to 0. And we can see we have a line. Let's just reduce its height so that it gives that perception that it's fading in. And let's just copy this line. The gap should be actually 400. 400, let's duplicate it and duplicate it once more. And as you can see, these lines are fading more and more as we are approaching from left to right. So we can do that too. Let's click this line and just make it 35%. Let's make this one's opacity to 50% and this one's to 25%. And now let's just copy this line again and rotate it from here. Okay. And now I think our thumbnail is ready. So, do you guys like it or not? Please let me know in the comment section. Please subscribe to the channel, Create a Sauce. More designs coming soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.